TATS. Two Asians talk sports.
Well, what's up, Tats Nation? Welcome to episode number 36. Downtown Fayetteville, Fall Labs, Two Asians Talk Sports.
And I'm Dirty Rice.
This is Chef Lou. And we're going to go with another open format.
Yeah. It's going to be the last one of 2018.
Yep, so this is the last one. Like Dirty Rice was saying, we are going to be, he's going to be in vacation mode.
Yeah.
Right after, hey, tell them where you're going to go and tell them what news just popped up.
I'm going to Las Vegas for like over a week. I'm just going to be hanging out with the fam. Yeah, but it's a love-hate relationship. It's a great place to visit, but some things just drive me nuts about that place.
There's always gonna be something.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was some news that came out about Vegas today.
Oh, yeah. Okay, specific. Yeah. We all know the NFL draft. Like for the first time in a long time, I don't even know when, didn't do their draft at like
New York.
In New York City. You know, this year they did it at the Cowboy Stadium.
Mm-hmm. Now they're moving around.
Yeah, they're moving around. I'm not sure where it's going to be next year. But 2020, they announced it's going to be in Las Vegas. Just imagine that.
That's when the Raiders will officially be there, right?
Yeah. It's going to be their first season to play.
Oh man, you know there's going to be a lot of Raider fans turning out.
Yeah, no, it's such a destination market where like, Las Vegas is one of those places where it's like you don't really need a reason to go there. When you go there, you find a reason why you're there. You know what I'm saying?
You know, like I
you
remember,
feel me on that?
So the hotel I used to stay at a lot was Planet Hollywood, and then in the sports book, I will always see Denver jerseys, and Chargers jersey. Like they would probably dominate the crowd there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like I don't think I see too many Cowboys jerseys there, and I've been there a lot during football season, and I visited the sports book quite a bit, browsing only, and there was a lot.
Broncos, man, you got to think about like the territory, like they're like what's called local TV, like you got like Denver sports in a general. It's not a very populated area, but it's a huge area. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's a very isolated city. I mean, it's almost 1,000 miles to a city that's bigger than it.
That's quite a ways.
You know what I mean? So
quite a ways.
Yeah. So I mean, it's
Dude,
like
that's a long way, because that's like going to Dallas a trip and a half.
And back.
No, there, back, and then there again.
Yeah.
And you might make it back to Choctaw. That would probably be about 1,000 miles.
Yeah. So I mean, like Phoenix is its nearest big city. You know what I mean?
Oh wow.
Like a city that's bigger.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's you know what I mean?
That's crazy.
So
Mac facts for you.
Yeah. It's just
Mac facts.
So
But
yeah,
I got a Mac fact for you, man.
Okay.
Just because I brought up the Chargers. We're a little late on it, but congratulations, Phillip Rivers. 7 babies. 7.
Damn.
Same baby mama.
Okay, he's not like that one guy.
Cromartie?
Cromartie.
I knew exactly where this was going. Yeah, no, same baby mama, 7 healthy kids. I think there was some twins, one set at least.
One set
in there. But anything in football happened? Oh
yeah. Other than the recap, I mean, like the crazy play, 2 laterals.
Yeah. The I actually
Dolphins.
saw. I saw the overview. There was a guy that was like close to the part, like in the middle or close up to the nosebleed. So he had like the whole overview, like wide the coach's
view,
angle,
wide view,
the coaching angle, and Dude, that was crazy. Like, it looked like it was like the people in the back, the Patriots defenders in the back, were thinking it was a slow developing play. But yeah, it was a little bit too late by the time they got there. And I think, people are gonna complain about it because it's like, why are you setting it for a Hail Mary when he can't throw it 80 yards or however long it was?
Yeah,
so that's where they were saying that was defensive meltdown there, to where it's like, well, why you got setting it for a Hail Mary?
Call.
Why do you have Gronk back there? Yeah, like, why do you have Gronk back there?
Like, I didn't see it live, but I watched the replay, and it was the first thing I thought of. Like, what the heck's Gronk doing on the field?
Then he just
did he just run on?
He just like dove on there. But yeah, like that was crazy. I mean, like, like maybe every, like, how long would you say before you see something like that actually work? Like, for it to come back to win the game, because like they'll do a lateral every now and then, but like to actually have it succeed to actually win the game.
The last time in the NFL, I don't think I've ever seen. I mean, like the last crazy miracle play I saw was the Titans against the Bills in the playoff game, like in 99-ish. 98. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Was the Frank Wycheck throw across whatever, Kevin Dyson or something like that in the playoff game, and yeah, that was on like a kickoff or something. But yeah, that's the only play that comes to mind where something crazy, where a lateral basically.
Yeah,
you know what I mean,
that's crazy. I mean, like there's historic plays, but none of them like to win the game. I'm gonna try to give you this play, but I forgot the teams. There was this team that was trailing, and I think it might have been Tampa Bay, but they almost got there, and he got stopped at the 1 yard line. No, is that not enough information?
I think it was a Super Bowl.
It was a Super Bowl. Yeah, it was a Super Bowl.
Yeah. It was the Titans against the Rams.
Oh, it was the Titans and the Rams. Okay.
Titans-Rams, yeah. That playoff game that I mentioned earlier was a playoff game that took them to that Super Bowl. Yeah. Gotcha. It's like Eddie George and Steve McNair was on that team.
Oh, Steve McNair. Oh, man, that's some old school.
Who else? Yeah, man, they had a pretty good team. I mean, yeah, they could have won it. I remember, like, the headline on the local newspaper where I lived was because he got tackled like 1 yard short. They said, "So close yet so far."
Yeah. Okay, I think I remember that headline.
Yeah. It was So, yeah, that was like, but that was an actual play from scrimmage, and it wasn't like a crazy play. It was they just ran a normal play and just got stopped short.
Yeah, it could have won. Yeah. Let's move on to America's favorite team. Not my favorite team, but America's favorite team. Dallas Cowboys.
What's your former favorite team?
Well, I mean, they're still my team, guys. Don't.
Okay.
Just because I want them to lose, but I have a reason. I want them to lose because I want to see Jason Garrett gone. Because if they make the playoffs, right, it's just going to be another year. Because, hey, you know what? This is good enough for Jerry Jones, right? But if they... Especially the way they came out of the bye week when they got like completely decimated by Tennessee, it was looking bad, But then they come back and they won like 4 straight, beat like very legitimate teams, So I'm happy that they're winning. It's just I wish they weren't because I'm just done with Jason Garrett.
It's
but
that bad.
Yeah, it's that bad.
Who would you like to take over the mantle if you could wave a magic wand?
Well, I mean.
Yeah, who's available? Who's considered for jobs? I don't really follow the rumor mill.
How about bringing like a Mike McCarthy? The Cowboys have always been linked to Bill Cowher, the former Pittsburgh coach. We've always been linked to that. I think at one point we were linked to Gruden.
Hold up, I just got a push notification. Jason Garrett just got an extension.
No, get out of here! Get out of here, man! God.
Well, man, wouldn't you love that?
No,
If this was an open format, we had Elms. I would like insert Jason Garrett's all the Gippies.
All the Gippies of him chewing his gum, clapping, chewing his gum, clapping, chewing his gum.
No. Yeah, I don't follow the rumor mill, like who's up for the, job.
We would probably have to end the show immediately for today if that happened.
It's a stressful moment here. Oh, man.
No, like, yeah, I don't know who would go in there. I don't even know who's available, you know.
Yeah.
But the thing is, I just prefer to see him gone, just because it's just 9 years of mediocre results. You know, but you know, I have to admit where I'm wrong, and you know, I said why do we give up a first round for Amari? I guess I could see why now. You know, thank you, Amari. You ruined my fantasy because you ruined my fantasy team. Hold on, let me rephrase that. You ruined my fantasy team, number 1 seed, playing number 4, and you put up 45 points for the opponent. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, like the rest is history.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, the trade the Cowboys got immediate results though. You know what I'm saying? They lost the first like 2 games maybe.
No. They lost just that first game.
That first game
because there was the one coming out of the bye. And then after that, you know, like he's been on a tear. Like I think they were comparing his numbers. I think the yards he doubled, the touchdowns he like 6 times the touchdowns because he's got 6 now, and he only had 1 with the Raiders.
Cooper was on my fantasy team, our league. You know what I mean? That dude was like 4 points a game, you know. Yeah. And I was like, I dumped him. I'm like, man,
you know, like, it could be a change of scenery, but I think it's also some extra fire. You know.
Oh yeah.
You know, like his comment was great. You know, it's like, you know, I'm not here to prove the Raiders wrong. I'm here to prove the Cowboys right. Which is, you know, like the probably one of the you know better things to say, and he's definitely proving Cowboys Nation right. Right. And then, you know, after hearing a few things and kind of just, you know, going through some of what the analysts are saying, there's probably nobody in the draft in the first round receiver wise that would make an impact that Amari is doing. So I guess it makes sense.
Nope.
So I will now admit that I was wrong, because he has changed their offense. However, my opinion has not changed about Dak or Jason Garrett. But Amari looks like he's living up to the first round billing.
Haters gonna hate.
Haters gonna hate. Haters gonna hate, man.
Nah, man, not hating, man.
Speaking about firing coaches, man, I heard, saw today, you know what I mean, just some headlines. I mean, just discussions, rather, of, like, talks like shit the Steelers fire Tomlin? Because it's just, I don't know, you know what I mean? Like, he's been there, what, 8 years?
He's been there for a while. He's got one
Super Bowl. Yeah, one Super Bowl.
He's got
a decent regular season record. You know what I mean? Like, this guy is like, he's probably had one of the best tenures outside of you know what I'm saying? He probably has the best.
So I think
outside of Belichick, you know what I mean? It's crazy.
He falls under that like McCarthy scenario to where like they give him 1 ring and he's good for, you know, like almost a decade.
Yeah. Grace period.
You know, but the thing is like,
is Pete Carroll in that same boat?
I feel like he is.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like, but you know, they had what two good runs, 2 good years of getting up there.
Yeah.
And then they're done. You know, I mean, look at McCarthy. You know, you have the best quarterback and 1 ring. I think for Tomlin, he arguably has like probably, you know,
he lost one too. He went to 2 Super Bowls and lost one, right?
He did that. You know, but
lost
Bell
to the Packers, lost to McCarthy.
Yeah, Bell is arguably the best running back, you know, in his time during that run, and then Brown is in that consideration also. You know, so it's like, well, when does it stop? How long of a period does it buy you when you win a ring? And I feel like it's overvalued.
Yeah, but yeah. I mean, it buys you some time, but people were just. I mean, I'm just looking at the past couple years. You know what I mean? They've had one.
They missed the playoffs last year.
Yeah. They have a Hall of Fame quarterback, all pro receiver.
Well, now they got 2.
Yeah.
I think they've always had 2 because
Le'Veon
they had Emmanuel Sanders.
Past couple, yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? Like, and they've always had a solid defense.
Yeah, you got you know they had like what Harrison, Shazier, whatever he was still playing, Troy, decent corners. I think they have what's the other big dude that clogs up? Is it a Haywood? No.
Maybe I'm not sure. But they've always had a solid defense, and they've always come up short.
Yeah.
They're always like a top 4 or 5 favorite in the beginning of the season. You know what I mean?
I mean, you have to.
To
You
go to
have,
the
you have
Super
the
Bowl.
3 Bs. You have the 3 Bs. You know, or had
Yeah.
the 3 Bs. So if Tomlin goes, I mean, he's gonna get a job.
Yeah,
Tomlin's gonna get a
I
job.
mean, with the Cowboys when they fired Garrett, right?
Well, so that might have to be next year. You know, because that's not happening this year. But the thing is, it's a little scary because the Cowboys are actually playing some really good ball right now.
Yeah.
I was looking at the I watched the entire Eagles game, and, well, except the kickoff. There was a big controversy about that. I actually missed the kickoff, but they said, or actually no, they didn't say, but they owned the time of possession, like absolutely owned the time of possession.
Yeah, it was like close up. Like
It was
35,
almost like a 3-to-1 ratio.
Yeah.
So it was a pretty big difference. You know, but I think at halftime it was like what, a 6-3 game or something like that, or 6-0. But what hurt them was that interception in the end zone. But hey, you know, that's Dak, which is why I always said, like, Dak is not that good. When you want him to throw, what happens? He threw 2 picks.
He's unreliable.
Yeah, he's not, like, you can't let him throw it. You know, you can't let him throw it. So yeah, but we'll move on. We'll move on.
Some hoops, man.
Yeah, I got some hoops.
What's going on with the Bulls?
Dude,
This is a funny story.
Jim Boylan trying to
After they fired a Hoiberg.
trying to work these boys a little bit too much. You know, he's running this like
it's a military camp. Huh?
yeah, you know, they had back-to-back. They had a back-to-back game, and then he held a practice afterwards, and the players were not happy. They contacted the union, the NBA associations, player association, whatever it's called. I think Derek Fisher runs that, or he's the president of that.
Oh, Derek Fisher.
Yeah.
The former
Actually,
player?
no, he has to be former because he's now a WNBA coach.
Oh yeah.
I think, right? Right, he got hired as a WNBA
I'm
coach.
not sure.
Right?
I don't follow the WNBA.
Yeah, I don't either, but it was a headline. It was a headline,
Okay.
but yeah. So, I mean, he came from you know from pop. So, is this okay to make because the Bulls are a young team?
Mm-hmm.
Is it okay to make them practice after a back-to-back? I mean, like,
I don't know.
that's
I
essentially
mean,
like you're almost playing like back-to-back-to-back.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know the customs and the practices, you know what I mean, in NBA, but yeah, I mean, like, just a game is a grind, so a back-to-back, and then you got practice?
Yeah, practice like 2.5 hours, and then like they said that he was making them run sprints and military push-ups, and for that we're gonna insert Chung because I don't know what military push-ups are.
Yeah, what's military?
Yeah, what are
push?
military push-ups?
Military push-ups. Hold on.
I thought he's about to
That's my life, man. I'm gonna show you.
Wait, that's just the pull-up bar.
Yeah.
Yeah. Military push-ups. If we're talking about military press, then that would be you would have a barbell with weights on it, and then you'd be sitting down and pressing it. Right? Those are military presses, right? If you're talking about military push-ups, then those would just be standard issue push-ups. I mean, anyone who's on chat, correct me if I'm wrong, but standard push-ups would just be good form push-ups. Like
then they way overhyped that, man. They should just put push-up. Why they say military?
like
push-ups?
because I mean I can see where because people cheat, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because there's good
gotta
form, there's
keep
terrible
form,
form,
yeah.
you know?
Yeah,
Because like some people,
It's
it's
count as
it's
one,
kind of
right?
like when people squat or people do a pull-up and, you know, they do a terrible extension. It's the same
Or
thing
like
in a
they're on
push-up,
their knees.
right? I mean, that would...
Clayton Kershaw push-up.
Yeah, like Clayton Kershaw. You don't want that?
Maybe that would be a good... interesting video from us. I don't know. I would do
Oh, yeah, we
something
should
like
direct us to the
compare
Chicago
all the
Bulls.
different push-ups. I don't know. There's something there, maybe not. I could be.
Maybe.
There's
Yeah,
there's like tens of thousands of videos of how to do push-ups on your Instagram and YouTubes and things like that. But I think if there was like a comparison video of athletes that are doing them during training or whatever outlandish claim. I think it'd be interesting to see.
That'd be funny. You know, if we could get like clips of like athletes doing push-ups. You know,
Put them all together. This is military. This is not.
Yeah. I mean, just. But the funny thing is, there's a mascot in college football that does a lot of push-ups, or he did. Was the Oregon Ducks mascot? I don't know.
I was thinking it was a Trojan for some reason.
No, the Duck. He's always back when they ran like that high-powered offense.
Was it Chip Kelly?
Yeah. I mean, like,
Mariota.
I mean, they would score like 70 points. You know, like how many push-ups? I mean, like how they rack, how many push-ups he does. You know what I mean? Like, you know,
What was it like? Was it like? Does he like match the points or something like that?
Yeah.
Is that what he does?
Like if they get a touchdown and an extra
he
point,
do like 6.
he does 7.
Oh,
you know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Touchdown.
Yeah.
And then if they score again, like another touchdown, he does 14.
Yeah.
He
And
kick
the
a
thing,
field
like-
goal, he does 20.
Yeah.
You know what I
And the thing
mean?
is, like, those things, they don't
It's like
take,
a good drinking game.
Yeah.
And they go up to like, I mean, they score like 50 every game. So, you know what I mean?
Oh,
By
you're
the end
talking.
of the day-
It's like cumulative. It's not like 7 for every touchdown. It's the next one is 14. He's gonna do 14.
Yep, do 14.
Man, he has to be he has to be a little swole, man, for sure, to be on that team.
Yeah. And the thing about by the time you get to the 30s, you know, you're doing 35 and then 42
Yeah.
the next, like that.
And then, like, not a lot of time passes by sometimes.
So I
you
know, man. Jeez.
Because, like, these guys don't run out the clock, you know? Like, they snap the ball. Chip Kelly snaps the ball in, like, 10 seconds, you know?
Yeah, he runs up the score, you know.
And then if you play a team like Baylor or something like that, it's just like, oh, man, like, it could be a touchdown, like, every 2 minutes.
Yeah.
That would be crazy.
Back when Baylor was Art Briles,
Yeah.
Baylor. that all went down the toilet, man.
But, we'll move on.
Yeah.
I want to talk about something funny.
Okay.
Well, no, we're not talking about something funny yet, but we'll talk about what happened is Wade and LeBron
Okay.
play their last game together. It was actually a tiebreaker.
Oh yeah.
Because I think they were like 8-8 against each other or something like that. And
It was like their 30th.
Oh, was it? Okay, there was more than that.
31st matchup.
Yeah, but for sure it was the tiebreaker and LeBron won out.
Yeah.
So it was a special moment. You could tell that these guys were having fun. I mean, at the end of the game, and then I think they also did a pre-workout together. Which we don't do. You do it with your team. But that's like end of an era right there. Because LeBron is probably the last one standing in that class. I mean, because at this point Melo might be done.
Yeah. 03. Yeah.
Right, because Bosh is out, Wade is out, and Melo. I don't know what's going on there, but he hasn't signed with anybody. Well, because he hasn't been released, but
Yeah. He has, I mean, who's?
but
in that?
you know what's funny? Like, this is why I said the funny part is Luke Walton injected himself. He's like, yeah, I was part of the best draft class, and then there was a picture. I wish I still had it. I think Bleacher Report had it. And he's up there flexing, for his photo, during the draft class, and he's just like, yeah, he had to insert himself. Like, yeah, I was part of the best draft class, but he was like, a late pick, but now he's coaching, the number one guy. Are you looking at all everybody that's still playing?
Yeah. I'm just looking at just the picks, Yeah.
I think LeBron's the only one relevant, anyways.
Yeah.
In starting. So.
Is Kyle Korver still playing?
Yeah, Utah. He's with Utah now.
He's in that draft class.
Yeah, well, but he was never the guy.
Yeah.
He was never the guy.
But if playing that long, if you're still playing, you know what I mean?
Still playing.
So what about your the most like the smartest pick ever? But it was late, you know what I'm saying? Zhu Zhang. What's his name?
Wang Zhuzhu.
Yeah,
Wang
picked by your favorite team.
Yeah, man, that did not quite work out, man. I'm not gonna lie, since Yao Ming, like, none of those guys have worked out. I mean, it hasn't been much. I think it's only been 2. It's been that Yi Zhangling guy that lied about his age, like 5 years, which is very typical of the CBA. And then Wang Zhuzhu, but Wang Zhuzhu did absolutely nothing though.
Yeah.
Like, he did nothing. And then the Yi guy, I don't think he did much either, but he did bounce around for a little bit because he was a first rounder by Milwaukee. Out of all places, Milwaukee, which I believe was terrible. Bad for his brand also.
Yeah.
How many Asians in Milwaukee?
Yeah, not too much, but
Yeah.
But Chicago's right down the road, you know. It's not really that far from Chicago. Like the northern suburbs of Chicago and the southern suburbs of Milwaukee, they all just kind of mesh together, you know that? You don't really know when's the break. You know?
He did end up playing for LA.
Okay.
But again, never caught traction, and he just went back to China to play. So we'll see when the next Chinese player. I think I just read there are talks that the first ever Japanese player will get drafted. Oh, so he's not actually Japanese. He's just Japanese born.
Okay, yeah. He
but
plays
he's
for like Nevada or something like that.
Yeah, like he's mixed for sure.
Yeah.
So he I don't know how much Japanese he has in him, but he does not look Japanese.
Yeah.
But
Japanese born,
he could be the first Japanese born.
He's in college, right? He's in college right now.
Yeah. But there's some hype about him, but I don't think there's enough.
I thought I saw him play like a game earlier this year.
So does he have a Japanese last name?
Yeah.
He does?
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting.
So I don't know. I don't know the details.
Yeah, we'll definitely see what happened.
No idea.
You can probably just type in potential first Japanese born player NBA.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah.
But while Nasty is looking that up, we're gonna move on to a little bit of America's favorite pastime. A little bit of baseball.
It's all winter meetings.
Yeah.
Did he play for Gonzaga?
Yeah.
Gonzaga.
I thought.
Yeah, Rui Hachimura.
Yeah, that sounds right. Yeah.
Hey, put a picture up of him, if you can. Nope.
After.
Never. He's he could be the first man.
Yeah,
I mean, to be in the Gonzaga program, I mean, he's got to be pretty decent, right?
Yeah, I was watching. I remember now. Yeah.
Yeah, is he like a guard or is he like a forward?
Man, he's like a forward.
Oh wow, okay, so he's a big dude.
Yeah.
6'8". Yeah, he ain't playing no guard.
Nah,
yeah.
unless he's Magic.
Yeah, unless he's Magic. But yeah, let's talk a little winter baseball meeting.
No one's won the sweepstakes yet. The Bryce Harper sweepstakes. What's going on?
I think that's gonna be a little bit. I think him and Machado's gonna take a little bit, but apparently the Bombers are out.
Yeah.
New York said we're not doing that.
No to both, right?
No, they want Machado. I think they're still in the running for Machado, but they said they're out for Harper because they have a crowded outfield already.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you have Stanton, Hicks, and one of their young guys, right?
Yeah. So bringing another $300 million contract in.
Oh, man, dude! I mean, they talked about once upon a time Harper could be a $400 million guy.
Yeah.
So I mean, doesn't make sense. Like, I mean, the thing is, to me, I don't know if I could pay him that much. I don't think he's worth that much more. Like, honestly, like Stanton, when you're talking like number wise, I mean, I could be wrong. I'm just going off the top of my head right now. I feel like, I rather have, yeah, there he is right there. He does not look Japanese at all. Drops 25. Oh, so he probably played for the Japanese international team. Okay. Playing for Gonzaga. Hey, he could be the first.
Yeah, FIBA. Yeah, that's the FIBA. FIBA, Gonzaga.
Okay, I in that picture right there where the mouse is.
If it's out,
Yeah, you can see the Asian in him for sure. When he has short hair, you can see a lot more of the Asian.
Yeah, so man, I don't know, man. That's $400 million. That's
the thing is, like staying at $300 million, I think is
325, 13. I think
may have been a good deal. I mean,
but he hasn't delivered. I mean, like,
a lot of times, like these contracts, you pay for past performance, man. You're hoping for future production.
The thing is, a lot of times these players during their early years in the MLB, they don't get paid as much as they should.
Yeah.
They're still in that first contract. You know what I mean? And then they're able to be on the open market. You know what I mean? So sometimes, that's what. Well, yeah. I mean, I don't know.
I don't know, like someone crazy will give him $400 million, but
Say the White Sox are the front runners, right? The White Sox.
It's rumored that they're the front runners, but a lot of times these news just get leaked, and it's a very standard Scott Boras tactic.
I just got a feeling he's gonna go to L.A. I just got a feeling.
Well, Dodgers are trying to get rid of their crowded outfield.
Mm-hmm.
Do they have the money? I think the only big money guy they have is Clayton. Right?
Yeah.
Right? That's the only guy they have.
He's probably
like 9 figures committed to.
Yeah.
Everybody else is just a normal contract. I mean, it's possible because look at the Nationals. They have 3 9-figure pitchers, on their staff. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, I want to say the only person that is actually paid, because the rest of the team is very young. The only person getting paid is Kershaw, maybe Turner, but I don't think Turner has a 9-figure deal.
Yeah.
And then the rest of the guys are young.
It might be like a 20 a year deal.
Yeah.
But not long term.
Yeah, not super long.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Definitely look at that. Curious where Machado will actually end up.
Somebody pick him up after Bryce Harper gets picked up.
Yeah.
He's going to be the,
one team that's not going to be in the running is the Rangers. They said that they're not going to be making the big ticket splash, and I'm glad they're not, because John Daniels said we're not one piece away. So that's actually being smart. That's probably one of the smarter things that he said. They're not one piece away, even though they just gave $30 million to Lance Lynn, but they're probably looking at him as a guy that he's a vet, teach the young guys. But yeah, we're not one piece away.
What about a team that's been adding a couple big pieces, man? The Mets. Think about unloading a big piece. I mean, like, they got Robinson and
Edwin Diaz.
Edwin Diaz from the Mariners.
There was a rumor.
They might even rumors about them trying to pick up Adam Jones.
Adam Jones
from the Orioles. Yeah. I mean, he's free agent, I think. So,
I don't know.
I mean, they're trying to.
I don't know what they're trying to do because they have. There's the Syndergaard rumor.
Yeah.
The thing is with the whole Syndergaard rumor, it's a three-way deal. It's the Mets, the Yankees, and the Marlins. So it says the Yankees are receiving the catcher from the Marlins. So that means Syndergaard's going to Miami, which would mean the Mets are only getting prospects.
Then they just traded their prospects.
But then they just committed almost $30 million for Cano.
Mm-hmm.
So what are they trying to do? This is like when you run a company and you're like, oh yeah, we're gonna do this, but then the action is the opposite. It's just like, well, what are you guys trying to do?
I don't know, man. It's crazy, man. These meetings, I don't know, these winter meetings, man. Crazy stuff, always kinds of.
Winter meetings.
Yeah, winter meetings. Where's it at this year? Do you know?
I think it's in Vegas.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because I think they said it's in Bryce's hometown.
Yeah.
So that would be
they've been putting up. They've been putting up like billboards. Just.
Dude, baseball's showing no loyalty right now. So Syndergaard, your ace, you're gonna trade your ace, right? That rarely happens because the thing about aces is you barely get them, right?
Yeah.
And then at the beginning of the offseason, the rumor is the Cubs were willing to trade Chris Bryant.
Yeah.
So I mean, this guy just came off of an MVP season 2 years ago, brought them the championship 2 years ago. Was a big part of it, and then now it's just like, oh yeah, he's on the market. So there's no loyalty with these baseball teams right now.
It's money, man. It's business.
It's business. You know what's gonna happen? Bryant and Harper will reunite, but not on the Cubs. Ooh.
You think so?
I mean, they could do it on the Cubs.
Oh yeah, they could, but
you know what the Cubs will have to do though, which is gonna be really hard. Like they're probably gonna have to and willing to unload that Yu Darvish contract. You know what?
Suckers, huh?
This is what I would like to see. Like, I
Suckers.
wouldn't mind this. I wouldn't mind him getting traded back to the Rangers, but the Cubs have to eat salary. Like, I'm talking about eating part. Like,
He's a good pitcher. I mean, he's just not like clutch.
like if they would eat 15, that's probably too much because it's only 110 million.
Mm-hmm.
If they would eat 30 million, because he already got 1 year off. If they would eat 30 million, I think he should go back to the Rangers. I mean, that's what the Rangers are all about. You know, we want pitchers that we gave away, and then we want them back. You know, we do it all the time. I feel like that's like a Dallas Metroplex thing.
Yeah, like Josh Hamilton, right? He went to the
Yeah.
Angels and took him back.
Yeah, took him back.
But he left as a free agent, though, right?
and then Edison Volquez.
Yeah,
That was again they traded him, and then they signed him back. I mean, like we just that's just the routine in the Dallas Metroplex. So I mean, like that's like the Mavericks. Oh no, we don't want Tyson Chandler. Oh, you know what? Hey, give us back to him. Hey, you know what? We're not gonna give Devin Harris money. Oh, you know what? Hey, give it back to us. Hey, you know what? We gave away. We don't care about Jason Kidd. Hey, you know what? Hey, Jason Kidd, come back. Right? How many times has that happened in the Dallas Metroplex? It's just what we do.
Sounds like some relationships people are in, man. So I don't know. I mean, people are just comfortable, and they, you know, they just want to go back to what's known. So it's just, I don't know. Yeah.
Anything new in soccer?
Soccer. MLS season ended.
Oh yeah.
MLS season, the Cup. Yeah, Atlanta.
Let them know.
Yeah, they'd be.
How many people showed up?
70,000.
That's a lot.
Yeah, man, that's nuts. They basically packed the whole it's the same facility that the Falcons play in, where the Super Bowl.
Mercedes?
Yeah, where the Super Bowl.
The Mercedes, whatever, Mercedes
Benz,
Dome, Mercedes
yeah, stadium,
Mercedes,
whatever.
yeah,
It's
whatever.
where the Super Bowl is this year too. No.
Speaking of Super Bowl, what's the pick now for the Super Bowl? I hate to switch
I don't
topics
know.
right back, but what's the pick?
What did I say? Like, did I say Rams and Patriots back then?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's still a good pick, but I don't know. I mean, like,
Does Kansas City have enough juice to get in?
I think so. I think so.
I want to say the NFC side is kind of wide open, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because all the teams are getting a little bit hot. Seattle's getting hot. Dallas is getting hot.
Mm-hmm.
Chicago's been the
It's
defense.
a wild card. It's like, yeah, I mean, they're just like, you don't know what team you're gonna get.
Yeah,
The
like
defense
like
could be
the,
dominant.
their defense, it will be dominant, but the thing is, what are you going to get out of the offense is going to be the big problem, right? But the thing is, to me, I don't think they're playing anybody scary defensively in the playoffs, right? New Orleans doesn't really have a good defensive scheme, right?
Mm-hmm.
Dallas is okay, probably even decent, but they're not good.
Mm-hmm.
Seattle, decent, okay, not good. My buddy Lamb said Cowboys. Let's not be homers here. It's gonna be a little bit hard. A little bit hard for
Oh man.
little bit hard for the Cowboys to go all the way, just because now they're not gonna. Oh, God. They're not gonna. What is this? What does this mean?
Hook 'em horns.
Where did Wilson go to college at?
I have no idea, man. Where did he go to college? I'm curious now. I don't even know.
No, like it just doesn't it doesn't make any sense right now in the NFC because I feel like it's wide open. Like AFC, I'm okay picking either the Patriots or the Chiefs. You know, like you kind of have like two teams that will probably be in the AFC in the conference finals.
Chargers coming strong too.
Chargers are always gonna choke, man.
Yeah.
They've always choked, man.
Yep. They're really unreliable.
I mean,
I don't know. You know what I mean? Vegas.
Phillip Rivers is gonna have Father's Time 7 times every week. You know, that's gonna be a little bit tough to get the playbook and study the defense. So AFC side not concerned about, but the NFC I feel like it's just wide open because I feel like all those teams can make it. I mean, I completely forgot to even mention the Rams.
Yeah.
The Rams have a really good offense.
Defense, they got like they're star-studded, but sometimes they
can give
up
up points. But the thing is, like the points that they did give up was against Kansas City, right? Again, first game ever where two teams score 50 points. But that's Kansas City. That's Patrick Mahomes.
That's an anomaly.
He's gonna do that to everybody. It doesn't matter who. But with the whole, I just don't know. Like, who would you pick right now if the season ended right now? Who are you gonna pick, Sam?
I'd probably still, man. It's. I mean, I'm right now. I'm leaning towards the Saints. I mean, they just. I'd lean towards the Saints. You know what I mean? Because they've just been, other than the hiccup against
Well, I mean,
they look on a Thursday.
They look sluggish against Tampa Bay too. They were trailing.
Yeah, but I don't know. I think I just trust them more.
You trust them more?
What about you, man? Cowboys?
Man, but my heart says Cowboys, but I mean, when that happens, it just gets broken every time. I know. What did he touch Graham? Oh, was that when he was a
Pro Bowl
coach? He went to Hawaii. Oh, that's probably in that 13-1 season or 13-3 season, and then they got sent home first game in the playoffs.
Is it still played in Hawaii?
I believe so.
Orlando?
I don't know. I thought it was always Hawaii.
No. They changed it up because Hawaii is people on the East Coast, man. People in here, going to Hawaii is a pain in the ass. You know how many? I mean, it's such a long flight from California. It's just really long. And think about it. And flying from here, you got to connect somewhere. It's just a pain in the butt.
I feel like I'm watching a lot of highlights of just a whole bunch of TVs. When you go to the Vegas sports. This is what it feels like watching all Jason Garrett highlights. Gosh.
That sinister
Jason
smirk and grin.
Garrett in my dreams. He went to Princeton. That's where he went to college. Princeton,
so
man.
He's a smart
Ivy
guy.
Leaguer.
The smart guy, huh? Or clean.
Yeah.
Rich and smart. Man, I really don't know who I'm gonna pick, but I'm gonna have to go back with the Rams. I think they're the most lethal, even though I think they got shut down by the Saints. But I think they're the most complete team on both sides of the ball. Right? Obviously, very star-studded. On the defensive end, but I feel like they're very capable on the offensive end. And I would love to see a rematch of KC and the Rams in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I mean, if that happens in the Super Bowl, what do you think the over-under will be? We got to timestamp this part because this is going to be important. We got to cut this part of the clip. What will be the total? I don't know. I feel like it's going to be about the same or a little bit lower because it's a at this point, it'd be a Super Bowl game. So, like they say, anytime it comes to Super Bowl, it's usually a little bit lower scoring and whatnot.
Thing is, it's going to be a controlled climate. It's going to be indoors. So nothing, you know what I mean?
Don't got to do with the weather, snow, no wind.
I don't know if they play on real grass or that field turf. I'm not sure.
I mean, I want to say it's turf.
Field turf. So you don't have to deal with mud. You know what I'm saying? People slipping and things like that. You know what I mean? So it's going to be ideal conditions, So
ideal conditions for another 100-point game.
Yeah. Or challenge it. You know what I mean?
That would be the highest. That would be the greatest of all time. They'll have two greatest of all time games in one season with the same teams. Think so?
Yeah.
What else we got?
It's crazy, man.
Shout out to Lamb for tuning in.
Yeah, shout out Lamb.
Is he a Dallas guy?
He's in Houston now. Okay. Lamb's in Houston with his fiance. They're getting married next year. Recently engaged.
Congratulations,
brother. Oh yeah. One last day, soccer thing. Group stage, the Champions League, UEFA Champions League is done.
It's done?
Yeah, now they just go to knockout stage, kind of like the World Cup, They get to the final 16. That's final 16 now.
Well, the only question that matters is Ronaldo in? Is his team
Yeah, Juventus is in. Monday is when they draw teams. to see who they play.
So are they are they drawing to be put in groups, or they're just drawing to who they play?
Who they play? Groups? Yeah, they play 2 games, one home and one away.
Okay.
Yeah, and they'll decide it on aggregate score.
I feel like some of the smoke kind of died down with Ronaldo and Juventus after like the first 3 or 4 games.
Oh yeah.
Because then it just became like a normal game, and like it's like ESPN no longer cares about it no more, and it's like. That's why I'm like, well, I mean, had they made it in? Because I haven't heard anything about them.
They still show them. ESPN Plus shows them.
ESPN Plus.
Yeah, they show their games. It's an extra $5 a month or whatever it is.
Extra. that's how they get you.
Yeah. $5 a month. Yeah, but yeah, you know what I mean. I like. Yeah, it's a big deal still, man. It's him rocking the black and white striped jersey with the Jeep logo,
Dude, it's so iconic. It's like I feel like I've never seen that jersey before, but I feel like if I were to buy a jersey now, like that would be one of those jerseys
Jeep.
I buy.
you
like a zebra.
Buy it.
You might as well buy a Jeep shirt, man. Why would you want to buy you know what I'm saying? The logo's like the size of a quarter. You know what I'm saying?
Because Andy's a boat rider.
No.
CR7 is wearing that jersey.
Do you see me with a Amari Cooper jersey? You don't. Do you see me with who's a girly jersey?
Well, I mean, Amari Cooper. That's
Do you
that's
see
recent.
me?
That's very recent.
Yeah.
But what I did do recently, one of my friends in Dallas. I went back to Dallas this weekend. Did call me, not the boat rider, but the same terminology as a boat rider, because I bought a Lakers hat because I was in LA. And that's the new thing I was trying to do is like every big city I go to, I'm gonna go get a hat, from that city because they just have more selection of
local teams.
That same hat, call me boat rider, man. He's just
Boat rider.
It's like, man, I was like, no, I don't boat ride. I was like, I don't have any Cleveland gear, right? I have no Cleveland gear. Like I have
the witness.
Well, I do have that. I have that shirt, but that's more of a LeBron shirt than it is, because I think that was when he was in Miami actually. Yeah. Whenever I got that shirt, but I also have no Miami gear. But again, like I told him, I was like, hey.
No, but you got a Miami Heat tattoo, right?
Miami Heat tattoo.
Wait, what? Let me ask you this: the timing. When did you buy the Dak jersey?
The Dak jersey was bought 2 Christmas ago.
Okay, and what was? I mean, that's.
But the thing is, like, we just, so I mean, like, for me, like, I can't see myself putting on another jersey. Like it was, like I had bought, we exchanged jerseys. I bought her a Gronk jersey because that was her favorite player, and then so she bought me a Cowboys jersey. And the choices were Elliott, Dak, or Dez. I'm glad I picked Dez for obvious reasons, right?
Why?
And it was between Elliott and Dak, and it was their rookie season, and they were both doing good. But I believe Elliott was having the better season because he was on, he did that 2,000 yard rookie season. But I just decided to do the Dak jersey because I felt like he was gonna be around longer.
So this is which one?
Yeah. Like I said, the black and white stripe with the Jeep logo.
With the Jeep.
Yeah. Yeah, like I said, you might as well just buy a Jeep shirt and then just put a J right there. You know what I'm saying? I mean, looking at the Jeep, and see, that's one thing I hate about soccer jersey is the freaking
advertising.
The advertising is bigger than the team's logo. You know what I mean?
Hey,
that's what I hate. I don't know, man. I don't know if I'd rock one, but I definitely wouldn't buy one. Hey, you know what I'm saying? If I got one as a gift, I might wear it occasionally, but I don't know. I want to rock the team.
Well, but the thing is, like,
freaking brand.
I mean, with the jerseys,
but
like,
what about LAFC jerseys? YouTube, right?
Yeah. Well, the thing is, like, I never really wear
jersey.
I never really wear like my jerseys out.
It's just a collection.
Well, it's not a collection, but I just wear it on special occasion. Like, for example, if the Cowboys go to the Super Bowl, I'll probably bust out the Dak jersey. Even if they make it deep into the playoffs, I'll probably bust it out.
When they, if they got to a Super Bowl, you'd bust it out, but you'd be up on eBay looking for a Super Bowl patch so you can sew on, right?
Hey, I will say one
What about
thing.
a Romo jersey?
Legacy.
Yeah.
Dude, yeah, like the Romo jersey would be key right now. I think I do have one that has the patches. It's actually my Cubs hat. Mm-hmm. I just bought that hat because I liked it. I wasn't in Chicago or anything, and I did get called boat riding for that because it had the patch, so I couldn't say, oh yeah, no, I had this hat. It was like, well, you just won the World Series and you have this hat now.
Boat ride.
But like my Otani jersey, like, I mean, I wore that once. The only time I wore it was for this show. That was the only time I wore
Fighters.
it. And then for Yum, the jersey, she only wears it whenever the Patriots are in a big game. But other than that, like, she doesn't wear it. It's not like something we wear down the street. Like, I'm not gonna lie, like, I wore that thing 2 times. I don't know how to wash it.
Yeah.
I don't know how to wash the jersey.
It's polyester, nylon, mesh.
I know for sure if I threw it in the normal washer, I think it'll be.
You probably tear it up. It'd
Yeah.
start peeling.
Yeah, or for sure because it's the blue version, the blue with the white numbers and everything. Like, for sure, the white letters would probably not be white afterwards.
You just gonna take it to the cleaners?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get it professionally cleaned because I'm just like I never washed it, but then I only wear it like 3 or 4 times, and I make sure it never gets dirty, and I never spill anything on it. So like, I don't have to wash it. And then sometimes some people don't ever wash their jerseys. It's just like a superstition thing. Really? Yeah. No. I mean, 3 to 4 times. I wore it for like 3 to 4 games, which is like maximum 15 hours of use on me in a clean environment.
Question:
the dryer shirt, the dryer sheet.
If you got a game worn jersey by some player,
would you
wash it? Would you wash it?
I feel like if you wash it, you lose value. But the thing is, like, for me, like, like it would be hung up. It would be hung up in a picture frame. But it's like one of those things. Like, I'm never gonna wear it. I'm never gonna wear it. Brielle's on the show. Change the camera angles.
What if? Okay. What if you you had it sealed for like a couple months, and then there's an opportunity to have that player sign that jersey?
It'll come out.
Would you pull it out and just?
Well, you know what? At that point, I might just have to take the whole picture frame and bring it to.
Let it air out.
Yeah. Sign the glass. Be like, and then you can upsell the frame.
Yeah. See,
be like, you can sell the jersey and then the frame separately or together for.
If you sell it together, you got to put a sign on it that says, "Please open in a well-ventilated area."
Yeah, well-ventilated area. Yeah, no, like the thing is, like I'm curious, like what do
children?
What do those athletes do with those jerseys? I mean, like, do they take it to wash and be like, tell the cleaner guy, be like, hey, wash this and put it on my chair, or you think they just take it home and hang it, or they just throw it away? Like, what is it?
I don't know.
I mean, they change jerseys. That's like the new thing. They change jerseys all the time.
No. But I think most of them don't know where it actually goes. I think the
they just do it for pictures.
No.
I've always wondered that too. Do they know?
The equipment manager, you exchange jerseys, but the ones you don't exchange, the equipment manager deals with it. I don't know if most really knows once the equipment manager
for sure,
right?
They're not reused. I know that for a fact. Like every jersey they wear, it's brand new. But the thing is, like, do they donate it? Do they throw it away? Does the equipment boy just be like, I'm taking these jerseys?
It just becomes an inventory item with the equipment managers, what Sam's saying. I'm surprised there's not some documentary or special behind the scenes of all those jerseys, all the prep work. Yeah, all that prep work that's involved prior to games in literally every major sport, and then what the breakdown looks like. I mean, they've done it for the baseballs. I've seen that they did documentary of what they have to do to the baseballs before the game. Cool.
So what they do is all new baseballs, and they put it in mud, and they have to rub it, and then in a baseball game they go through so many baseballs. So that's what the ball boys do.
Nope.
But I don't know about the jerseys.
Now jerseys, you know what I'm saying? I think. There's always these times when you see clips of people in other countries. They
the Super Bowl gear.
They end up with a team they couldn't even point out where the city and the map is. You know what I mean? Teams up it's how. where'd you get that shirt? You know, that shirt cost $20 US to get. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
How'd you get it in? You know, that's like, I think it gets shipped out somewhere. It gets passed around.
Wholesale, just
liquidated,
overstock.
Yeah.
Hey,
whatever
all the
process
equipment
is.
managers.
To like some mission or whatever, you know what I mean, to pass out clothes.
All the equipment managers are millionaires that we don't know about because they sell them on their eBay store.
There's got to be the secret lives of the equipment manager, and there's got to be an entire team. Yeah. I mean, for example, when when LeBron he went over to the Lakers, right? And then that one photo of the Cleveland locker room, how it, that spot is where his jersey was now like a towel closet or something, right? I want to see that process, the build out and breakdown of that. I don't know. It sounds pretty lame, but
the only time you see the equipment manager is when they mess up, right? Like usually the clips are when they mess up and they have to do a rush job to get a jersey because they misspelled somebody's name or somebody got called up.
That'd be my name if I was an athlete.
Or somebody just got traded. For him, it would be like pho. And then he'll complain, be like, you didn't put the thing on the O.
They'd have to customize that.
But yeah, you got anything else?
Anything else? You got anything else, Brielle?
Brielle, you got anything?
You want to bring up?
I'm good.
No?
You good?
Sponsored by Great America Cookies, huh?
Oh, wow, that came out really clear.
Cookies Red Bull. So, because everyone has been DMing us and saying, like, how does that long-legged chick in the back that usually sits there, how does she maintain that figure? There it is. There it is.
Wait, is it the regular Red Bull or the Red Bull Light?
Sugar-free.
Sugar-free. So that's the light blue label, right?
Yes. That's my secret.
How do you put away all that beer, too? That's
sugar-free.
It's amazing.
Lots of practice.
Lots of practice.
Yeah.
Years and years of practice.
Great.
Jeez. All right, man.
Well, guys, that's going to wrap up 36.
36. Yeah, 36. Wrap up 2018.
Yeah, this wraps up 2018. Thank you for everybody that's subscribed, everybody that's watched this from day one, or even if you're a new subscriber that this is your first show, check out 2019. We got a lot of new things in store for y'all. That will happen the second Wednesday. Hold on, is it the first or second Wednesday? What does this calendar look like?
We're talking about the next show.
Yeah, the
next show is gonna be on the 2nd, January 2nd.
Yeah.
Well, we're doing the 2nd. We're doing the 9th.
Oh, you want to take that week off too?
I wasn't sure.
I thought we were going to be returning on the 2nd, but
Well, then we're returning on the 2nd.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
So we will see you guys the
big
day
announcements
after
before
New
then.
Year. Again, we got a lot of new stuff for y'all that we're working on BTS behind the scene, and we hope to start.
Shirt. Christmas ideas. Cop a shirt.
Cop a shirt.
Yeah. If you're looking for a great gift, get a TATS shirt, man.
Yeah, we will link you guys to the direct link to get you. Like, you don't have to click on anything. You just click on the link and it takes you straight to the store. You hit add to the cart or buy now.
Yeah.
We'll see you guys on the next one.
All right.
Talk sports.